1. We are live. Cool. There's my DVD.
Hello!
Hello, guys. It's me, Bioman. I am here with Link.
It's me, Linkara.
Yes, I'm here joined by Channel Awesome veteran Linkara.
Have I have some war stories for you guys?
Yes, clearly.
About my adventures with Doug and Film Brain
I am here to tell
and Angry
you.
Joe.
I'm here to tell you about that time that I slapped my stomach while because
I slapped my
Iron
stomach
Liz.
pink.
Because Iron Liz left me. Okay, I'm just sending the stream link out. Everyone.
So it's very unprofessional, Bioman 12.
Leave me alone.
Why I agree to go on this stream with you?
Everyone does this. Shut up.
I could do my next Pokemon Nuzlocke.
Oh, by the way, speaking of such nonsense, we will be reading 3 stories today. My 3 stories today from everyone's favorite website, DeviantArt.
Yes, I remember DeviantArt fondly.
Those 3 stories are Creepypasta, Little Red Rabbit, Origin Creepypasta, Death of a Butler, and Creepypasta Story, Poisoned Gabby. Now, I can't express how excited I am to be reading such whimsical entertainment, but I am, and I cannot wait.
Whoa! I refreshed the page and the dude's profile picture changed.
Wait, what is it now?
It's something otaku girl.
Wait, which?
Back in
Damn. Okay.
Oh wait, never mind. I didn't know you could change the story by swiping the page.
You fucking imbecile.
Also, there's a spider on my ceiling, but I don't feel like getting it, so we'll just let him live for now.
Simply time to live, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, hello guys. We're here to read creepypastas once again. I believe will this be the first? No, it's not the first gaming pasta on the channel. This might be the first actual, like, non-joke one we read. That's exciting. Then we have
Is it
2
the
more.
first Pokemon one?
No, actually, it's not.
Oh.
I read that stupid fucking Pokemon Green on the first stream I did. But today we are reading these 3 stories. Which one do you feel like reading first, my good man Link?
Little Red Rabbit!
Oh boy. By the way, I finally figured out how to do audio on my computer so that Link doesn't have to talk through my fucking phone. So
Now I don't sound like I'm underwater. Now I just sound like I'm 20 miles away from my mic.
yes, you sound a little quiet, but you know, actually, like, I can make out what you're saying at least.
Yay!
Anywho, shall we begin then, my friend?
No.
Okay. Never mind. I guess we'll just talk about, like, how the sun was mad today or something.
Yeah. Okay, we can start now. I'm right now.
Okay. So, Creepypasta, Little Red Rabbit. This was made by Doland Draco 14. Dolan Draco 14. And it was published March 15th, 2011. And it has 28,000 views and 400 comments.
Oh, no.
So, suffice to say, this one's slightly popular on DeviantArt.
If you haven't already, you should make a DeviantArt account and watch this maker.
Yes, you should monitor them. Monitor them to see if they do anything terrible. Okay.
Never let their mistakes leave them.
Okay, fucking Gollum. Okay. I'm what you might call a Pokemon fanatic. I have what must be 1,000,000 cards, no doubles. Sounds actually impossible.
I think you're exaggerating there.
Many figurines and plushies. Fucking course you do. And I own or have owned all of the games at some point or another. Why? Why would you own like every single Pokemon game? Most of them are just the same one.
This dude owns both Sun and Moon.
Oh shit. Fucking we got a true Pokemon fan over here.
I guess he's what you might call a Pokemon fanatic.
He's a Pokemon fan, much like everyone else. Fucking Mr. Clark said the same joke.
Kick him out.
I've owned or trained every Pokemon available. Why? And
okay,
even
this one's a lie because some of them you have to trade them all, and this dude does not sound like he has friends.
And even the event exclusive ones, thanks to a lot of bribing. Well, all except two. One very you fucking liar.
Oh my god.
Hey, fucking Toby's here. Hey, Toby.
Oh my god. Toby Mitchell?
Toby Mitchell, the man himself.
Whoa. This dude said he had every single Pokemon, and now he's like, well, okay, except these two.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. I just read which ones they are. One very, very simple Pokemon that isn't uncommon in it. How do you pronounce this, Link? You're a nerd. Eterna Forest and its evolution. Baneri and Lopunny.
Seriously?
Yeah. I had those fucking Pokemon as a kid. Those
I don't have Cricketune.
I don't have a fucking Machamp or whatever the fuck.
I don't have a Pidgey.
I don't have a fucking... What's the fucking Geodude? I don't have a Geodude.
Oh, Geodude. I never found an Onix.
Can we just talk about Geodude for a sec? Who the fuck... Why is that one of the main, like, original Pokemon designs? Is a rock with fucking arms?
I have a story to tell, actually, about Geodude.
Can we get it after this paragraph?
Oh,
sorry.
I guess, sure.
Damn, I'm sorry, man. Those two Pokemon are my favorites ever, then why don't you have them? But whenever I encounter Baneri, it either faints, knocks out all of my Pokemon, or I run out of Pokeballs. How weak are your fucking Pokemon if they get beat?
This thing just killed my Arceus I trained. The strong Baneri.
Fucking Baneri, like a level 300 Baneri. Just kick the shit out of my Pokemon.
It starts beating up Arceus Rock or whatever.
The darn thing hates my... or I run out of Pokeballs. The darn thing hates my guts, and I have no idea why. Well, it's not sentient or real, so I don't think it actually hates you. And of course, the only way to get Lopunny is evolving Baneri. I fucking hate these names. At least Geodude isn't a seal. That is true. He is in Seal. So...
Yeah. He isn't...
I mean, Seal is like an easy concept to get to, though. It's like a fucking seal, but it's round. Like, Geodude's a rock with a face and, like, big muscular arms.
At least he's not, I'm trying to think of one that I really hate that not a lot of people talk about.
Muck.
No, a lot of people talk about Muck.
The cum Pokemon.
Did you know that Muck backwards?
Did you know that Mario 3 isn't actually... Mario 2 isn't actually Mario 2?
Did you know?
Okay, anyway. Of course, yeah. I never trade for a Pokemon that if it isn't available in-game. That seems like cheating to me.
Wait. Did you just say something about bribing?
Yeah, I know. Bean Mandela says, I'm not at all surprised that this guy likes Lopunny so much. He probably puts a Lopunny figurine in a mason jar.
Oh no.
Disgusting. I fucking hate that concept.
He gets the Mega Lopunny. Ah, yes, my queen.
Kill. I'm going to die. Anyway. I never traded for Pokemons yet. Seems like cheating to me. Plus, I'll get more satisfaction from catching it myself the natural way, opposed to the unnatural way of catching Pokemon. It had been ages. The natural.
Gonna steal it. Gonna have to trade evolve it.
The natural way of getting Pokemon is to hunt them down with a spear. You know.
Shoot them with a gun. The most dangerous game of all Pokemon.
It had been ages since my last try at catching one, so I thought I'd have another shot at it. I took out my DS and my copy of Pearl, grabbed my level 19 Blissey. Blissey? Is that how you pronounce that?
Blissey.
Blissey?
I pronounce it Blissey, yeah.
Blussy.
Blussy.
Get it? Because it's vagina.
Oh.
And dragged its butt over to Eterna Forest. I met these fucking names. Wurmpley? What the fuck is a Wurmpley? Wurmple?
Wurmple's the first pillar from 3.
Cascoon and Buddy galore. Even a few dusk. I haven't played Pokemon in so long. I'm so sorry.
Tisk.
Leave me alone.
You noob.
And pummeled them all with Blissey's Hyper Beam. But there was no Baneri. I must have searched for hours without success. Please go outside. I finally sighed and decided to give up. But as I was leaving, guess what came out of the grass? Oh wow, I can't imagine. Baneri. Period. The entire sentence is Baneri. I have no idea.
Way.
I have no idea what this person is talking about, says Raptor. I don't either, to be honest. But not just any Baneri. I watched the shining stars twirl around her, fascinated by the pink cotton fluff on her body. Oh, I must have sat there in amazement for at least 10 minutes, just staring. Please put down the DS and go outside.
Yeah, Mazzella was right. He did put one in a mason jar.
Yeah, no, this guy. Please, I'm getting real fucking Chris Chan vibes from this. I don't want this to continue. Eventually, I
wonder.
What?
If it's possible to have like a level 19 Blissey.
I don't know. I don't even remember what Blussy is, to be honest.
Yeah, because
is Blussy that
Blussy's
fucking?
Like the
is Blussy that stupid pink fucking pig creature?
I'll show you a picture. It's one of the ones. It's the evolution of Chansey, and she's got the egg.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know that one. Okay.
The legendary special wall of competitive Pokemon.
Yeah, Link here is a professional. What is it, Nuzlocke? Nuzlocke player.
Yeah, I'm a Nuzlocke player.
Eventually, I pulled out of my stupor. God, it was a frickin' shiny. I had to catch it. But I knew that. Please stop saying Blissey. It really is fucking me over. Blissey would knock it out in a hit and shoot and and shoot. Period. I had only one great ball. Yeah. Bet you $1,000,000. What the fuck is this person's writing style? Bet you $1,000,000 I wouldn't catch it with that. Well, here goes nothing. I guess it's happening right now. 1 roll. Well, that was a good start. 2 rolls. It'd do 3 and break free. Just watch. Why does that rhyme? 3 rolls. Collective sigh out there. People. 1, 2. Gotcha. Baneri was caught.
Okay, kind of weird.
I
wasn't expected.
Why is this suddenly like first person, like fucking in the present tense? So this shit was great. Yeah, I fucking love throwing
Why
rocks.
is he
at
narrating
volleyball.
this like it's a Let's Play?
I caught it? I really caught it? Not only that, but it was a shiny. Oh, I was so happy right now. What? I was...
could scream.
Wait. I was so happy right now? Did you just fucking swap tenses? Like, 3... Please just check tenses, please. I'm begging you.
Sorry, I started laughing at the next part.
I could scream. In fact, I did very loudly. His mom came in and punched me in the fucking neck.
I said, not you again. Sorry. Belting with the Bible.
I did very loudly. I loving poured over every detail of my favorite. Oh, it's British. Okay, cool. Not my culture that made this. Wasn't my culture that made this. Awesome. Her
Yay.
cotton candy fur. Hear that, Toby? This is your fault. Somehow it's your fault.
Where's the dark author when you need him?
Her cotton candy fur. Her whittle button nose and big. Please put down the DS and go outside. Like
Calm down, son. It's a bunch of pixels.
It's a drawing, my man. She was the cutest little thing that ever did exist. I named her Dawn. I simply couldn't wait to evolve her to Lopunny. I'm starting to get a real weird feeling about this dude. Like, please stop.
Put the mason jar down.
Fun fact, I once encountered a shiny Pokemon, and my buddy saw it and immediately started freaking out. He was dumbfounded, and I immediately smiled and KO'd it. That's so based.
Oh, yeah. Can I talk? After this story's over, remind me to tell my Geodude story.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. This guy legitimately needs to go outside. Everything is somehow my fault. Indeed it is, Topi. This is a joke. This is a joke. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Toby, it's your fault. This isn't a joke.
I started training her straight away in that very area. She was very strong. Unusually so for a Baneri. How would you know? You've never had one before.
Yeah.
Wait,
What, were you checking Bulbapedia?
You fucking cheater.
Yeah, cheater.
These are the people who clap at everything during Marvel movies. Yeah. Within a half an hour, she had reached level 30, Jesus, and loved me to pieces. And I loved her just as much. I happily... I'm serious, dude. I'm begging you to go outside.
Please.
Please,
Please, man.
Please talk to a woman of some kind. Or maybe a dude. I don't know.
Real.
I'm not here to judge. Please, anything but this. I happily
I wish
fought...
you would have named her Lola, because then you'd definitely be a furry.
Oh yeah, if it was Lola, you know. I happily fought the last Pokemon I needed to beat for Dawn to level up. Her happiness was at maximum. Which I'm guessing that's an actual stat for Pokemon, but that sounds really funny.
Baneri, I actually looked it up just to make sure. Baneri evolves via friendship.
Okay, it sounds really funny when you say her happiness was at maximum. Like the max level of being happy.
She was so happy, and I wasn't.
I once clapped during a Marvel movie when Thanos punched Captain Marvel out of the last third of Endgame.
Oh yeah, I do that too.
Quite based. Anyway.
I clapped during the spoiler for the last Spider-Man movie.
I mean, it's been out for like 4 months, I think.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. The other two Spider-Men show up.
Woohoo! Finally,
And
some good Spider-Man. Finally, good Spider-Man in the fucking MCU. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that meant she would be evolving. I'd finally have my Lopunny. I got my mason jar ready as one last jump kick. And my foe, Dustox, was no more. I jittered in my seat, hand around my erect cock. as the evolution screen came up. Only a few seconds left. Do you want to do a funny voice?
Yeah. Dawn doesn't want to evolve.
What? Why? Hang on a sec. Pokemon can't choose whether or not they evolve. That's ridiculous.
Unless you're playing Pokemon Yellow and it's Pikachu.
Fuck! I'll punch you through the screen. That's ridiculous. I tried again several times, but she just wouldn't evolve. I felt a sigh escape me. Got out of my basement. As I looked back at Dawn. Oh well. I could always train another one. You failed me, Dawn.
I can always find another shiny Baneri.
Seemingly not, considering this is the first one you've caught in like multiple years or something.
Yeah, that's right. The first time he's ever caught one.
MCU, Peter. Damn, that pussy really hit diff. Raimi, Peter. There's no such thing as pussy. That's man-ass.
That's Spider.
Spider-Man. Where the fuck was I? I looked around for another Baneri and found one within minutes. Just a regular Baneri. Male this time. I can't jerk off to this one, it'd be gay.
Oh no, it's gay.
I caught him easily, but it had no thrill like before. I felt nothing. Breathing out a dude, relax. Breathing out a sigh in disappointment. I named him Steven, my favorite personality of Moon Knight, and said about getting him to max happiness. But I just couldn't get into it. I wasn't into pussy.
I'm just not into guys. What's wrong with that?
I huffed in anger and shut the DS down, planning to get back to it in a better state of mind. However, I was still in a foul mood the next morning. Come on, man, relax. It's not that big a deal. When I began training again.
I hope this is a troll.
I really hope so too, because, I mean, it's 2011 and it's on DeviantArt, so it might be completely serious.
It's not exactly funny enough in the story.
Yeah.
Like, the fun is coming from us making fun of it, I think.
Yeah. I think this might be genuine. I began training. After many long hours of half-hearted leveling, I finally got my Lopunny. It brought no joy.
I can't trap this one in my mason jar.
I can't love you. You have a dick.
I'm just not into guys.
And then Linkar shows up and he's like, well, hold on a second.
More for me, then.
I really wanted Dawn to be my precious, shiny Lopunny. Please. Dude, come on. You're giving me too much to work with.
I like how he immediately... we didn't get to bring this up earlier because I was too distracted by the fact that he was so upset about catching a guy Lopunny. But, he caught a second one immediately after catching the first one after years of trying.
Yeah, it was immediately easier.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of convenience to the plot, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was so fussed, to be honest. I'd had plenty of shinies before, so I barely paid a blind bit of notice to them now. What? But, ... Dawn was special. Dawn was my waifu. she had
game... the one who's going in the jar.
She had game out just for me? What the fuck is this?
I suddenly realized the main protagonist has schizophrenia.
I have not watched Linkar's review for fucking Civil War, but I don't disagree that he is a fucking moron.
Linkar's review of Pokemon Pearl.
Linkar's review.
Lopunnies aren't hot anymore.
They're too tall for me. Wait.
There are too many female Lopunnies.
Okay, wait. Stop. Reverse. Come out for me? What was I saying? She was... ... No, it was a mass of pixels on a tiny screen. It couldn't come out for anyone.
This is
Really,
Dead Channel.
really poor choice of words using come out.
This is Dead Channel, but he fell in love with the Pokemon
Yeah.
instead of the other way around.
Yeah. Who the fuck wrote this?
I think it's the troll.
I really hope so, but continuing forward. It couldn't come out. Oh well. Best to put these strange thoughts out of my mind. I left it for a few days before I played Pokemon again. I was completely swamped with homework. Of course you're a child. As I did...
It's 2011, he's playing Pokemon Pearl.
Yeah. Diamond for life, am I right, boys?
Yeah. Platinum life.
Fucking Dialga, baby. I was completely swamped with homework as I had spent... Then I got Heart Gold. As I had been spending all my time training, then I got Heart Gold. It was such an amazing game. I loved the way your Pokemons wandered behind you, interacting with the environment.
Dude, hold on.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you ever played Heart Gold? Did you know your Pokemon follow you?
I did not. I was unaware of this.
Dude, hold on. You gotta go buy it right now. That's literally what anyone... Every time that you ask the people about, like, Heart Gold, that's what they say. Like, it's a great game, but, like, everyone calm down.
Calm down.
Yes, it's dumb they got rid of it.
It is quite
Calm
fun,
down,
to be
people.
fair. It's quite nice. Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
Wandered around interacting. It was a joy to play, and I had finished it within a week. First thing I did after that, transfer my Pokemon from Pearl to Heart Gold. Oh, yeah. Super rad.
I got 2 DSs, because I'm a rich kid.
I had missed...
Hey, I told you you didn't have any friends.
Wait, what?
I told you he didn't have any friends. He just had 2 DSs. Because some of the Pokemon are Train Evolution.
I had missed my Generation 4 team and eagerly welcomed them back. Then I remembered my wonderful Steven. Wait, I thought you didn't like Steven.
Wait, yeah, hold on.
You fucking liar. Oh no.
That's a Stockholm Syndrome if I ever seen it.
Oh no, it's about to do the thing. I immediately grabbed him out of... what? Oh.
I immediately grabbed him out of the mason jar.
I immediately grabbed him out of the PC. That really caught me up because I forgot that you go on computers in the game. I thought he fucking reached into his DS. Pulled him out. I set him first in my party. Oh, what a joy it was to have him leaping behind me. But ... The joy only lasted a few seconds before a depressing feeling came over me. Steven ... wasn't right. He was a leftist. He was a liberal. He wasn't.
He's still a guy.
He's still on a cock. He wasn't who I needed. What? He wasn't right. He wasn't who I needed to see. I ran to my PC and planned to put him back, but something inspired me to turn and talk to him. You want to do the funny voice?
Is feeling dizzy.
Wait, what? His HP was full. Pokemon only feel dizzy if they had really low HP. I talked to him again.
Steven is clutching his chest in pain.
Steven is having a stroke.
Steven is having a heart attack.
Steven is having a fucking heart attack from his type 2 diabetes.
You didn't feed me.
You fed me too much chocolate.
Yes, you fed me too many puffins. I'm gonna die.
Mr. Clark says, bro, now I'm picturing the protagonist as Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro.
This was before Ben Shapiro.
This was between him being a violin, like prodigy to him being a fucking stupid idiot that talks about liberals.
It was this story that set him straight.
Yeah. Now, if you will listen to me, please. I wish to talk about the liberals that are infesting these Pokemon games. Okay, so first and foremost.
Steven, I got a question.
Yes.
Did you ever jerk it to a male?
Okay, moving on. That was not
no. That
was not a set line. I knew them all. I knew all of them. What the hell was going on with my Pokemon? Question mark, exclamation point. I felt concern blossoming in my chest and tapped A again. I had to know what was happening.
Steven nailed over.
Oh my god. Seriously?
Oh,
he's about to suck my dick? He presented to me? Sorry. Oh my god, seriously, what was happening? His overworld sprite had actually fallen onto its knees, no longer following me. Panic rushed through my veins. I quickly ran over to Nurse Joy, begging that something could be done about him. Okay, that's the voice we're going with.
We're restoring your Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon?
Yes, freaking. Oh wait, no, I gotta do the Ben Shapiro voice. Yes, freaking yes! I shouted in panic. Heal Steven. Okay, Link.
Yeah.
I'm not checking the audio, but I can tell you're peeking the audio doing that.
My bad.
Okay, where were we?
You have to say yes, please.
Yeah.
Help him.
Yes, please. Please help him. My Lopunny. Nurse Joy turned back to me.
I'm sorry. Your honey seems to have had a heart attack. I'm afraid he didn't make it.
What the fuck is happening?
I was right. He did have a heart attack.
These authors can't create characters that aren't self-inserts. Who wants their author's favorite Pokemon to be Lopunny? No. ... No. That can't be true. Pokemon don't die unless you read the manga. ...
Yeah.
Do they? I checked my party, and Grovyle was first. What? Grovyle was first in my party. Steven was gone. Steven had gone. Stupidest fucking shit. I felt crushed. My only Lopunny ever was ... dead. It was then I remembered who was supposed to be my Lopunny. Dawn. My precious shiny Baneri. I could remember not evolving her for... I could remember not evolving her for some reason. ... Heh. I guess I'd do it. Oh, I see you got over Steven pretty fast.
Yeah.
Just moving on, I suppose. Why not his sister instead? Yeah, I mean...
Starts unscrewing the mason jar lid.
Every time you mention it, it gets worse. As we were walking, I tried to recall... Wait, where that? I skipped line. I guess I do it now. I grabbed her from my PC and reached through the fucking screen. And couldn't stop myself from lingering on her summary screen. She was so perfect, so amazing, so special, he says as he unzips his pants. Time to evolve, Dawn.
Come on, man, go outside.
As we were walking, I tried to recall the reason for delaying her evolution. I had no idea why I hadn't done it. You literally just wrote it 2 paragraphs ago. Thank God she was only 10 XP away from leveling up. So after the destruction of one Rattata, I was on the edge of my seat, waiting for it eagerly.
Dawn, Doesn't evolve. ...
Dot dot dot. Damn. Now I remembered. This plot point was completely irrelevant.
I suddenly remembered.
Every single time I tried to evolve the little devil, she just refused blatantly. I'm stuttering so much, I'm sorry. Oh well. No use whipping a dead horse. I kept her in my party. First place. I talked to her so often that I probably said more to her in an hour than I had said to anyone else in my life in a whole week. What?
Please be a troll. Please be a troll.
Please be a joke. Please be a joke. But of course, people change and grow. What does that even fucking mean?
Unlike my Baneri.
I found a wild mareep in the tall grass near Violet City. And it was shiny. Oh, and it was shiny. Oh, it was so pink and fluffy and ... I just unzipped my pants.
Wow,
I just had to have it.
Lopunny was too human-like. I'm going straight animal Pokemon now.
Please, Link, I don't need this image in my head. I just had to have it. I sent out Dawn and promptly ordered her to use Swagger, as I knew an attack would knock out the Mareep instantly. Link, it's you.
Dawn ignored orders. Dawn used Jump Kick. The wild Mareep fainted.
Now that should not have happened. I had all 16 badges, so Pokemon should obey me at any level. Do Pokemon not obey you at certain levels?
Yeah, if you get them from trade.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't know that. That's kind of cool, actually. Anyway.
They're like, you're not my original owner, and they punch themselves in the face.
So Pokemon should obey me at any level. Heck, Dawn was only level 63, too. This certain event really ticked me off. I immediately turned to her. Maybe something she had to say would explain her crazy behavior.
Dawn is stamping her feet and whining.
I fucking hate these. What is with all these wacky lines? And why the temper tantrum? Alright, little Missy. Start explaining. No, I don't care that I'm talking to a game. I do it all the time. This dude played Super Mario 3 for like 10 years.
Dude saw Peach and he was like, hey, baby, you're my wife now. Get in the jar.
Get in the jar. What is with all these? Okay. I do it all the time. Give me a break. I spoke to her again.
Dawn is snuggling your hand.
Aw, how cute. Don't think this gets you out of this. I said sternly, without prompt. What? What'd you say, Link?
I said, you're staying in the jar. Because you don't think this gets you out of this.
Oh, no. I said sternly. Without a prompt, a new text began to scroll.
Dawn is licking your hand.
Ah!
Oh, no.
No. Please never say this again. The hell? That wasn't a set line. Oh god. I don't know why I'm even surprised anymore.
Dawn, bit your hand.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta do it. Ben Shapiro. Okay. Yeah. Youch.
He just says it, he doesn't even emote it.
The explanation for her crazy behavior is that she is a woman. Speaking of women, I hear one yelling in the background. Oh, sorry, that's my mom. Sorry, that's my mom. I live, Anyway, Mr. Clark says, "Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that the protagonist is schizophrenic. He's got and thinks his console is a person." Okay. Youch. I dropped the DS as a sharp pain flourished in my flesh. Excuse me?
It was very suited to this environment, apparently.
Yeah, it spread really fast. It's an invasive species.
Yeah.
I squeezed my hand tightly, rubbed it. Just like, I rubbed that other thing earlier. I tried banging it on the wall, but the pain would not go away. I turned back to the DS to see the avatar struggling on the spot, running but going nowhere, bracing my teeth. I pressed A again repeatedly.
Dawn is holding tightly and won't let go. Dawn is grinning around its mouthful. Dawn is chewing softly. Dawn likes the taste. Dawn would rather eat you than lose you.
What the fuck? The only time your story should involve a person licking your hand is if the hand is over their mouth to silence them, and they lick the hand to gross you out and pull it away. I agree. This is disgusting.
The only time it should involve someone licking their hand is if the story involves the great hand eater.
What the fuck? She would rather ... exclamation point question mark. Baneri was wrong in the head. No two ways about it. So glad we're getting a fucking mental breakdown of this fucking Pokemon.
Meat kettle.
I tried mashing the buttons to get away from her, but the pain only increased tenfold the more I tried. When I finally gave up hope, I guess that's all the struggling you need, I suppose. When I finally gave up hope and was about to press the power to escape, a new window opened.
Dawn, release your hand.
Ah, that was much better. I had forgotten what no pain felt like. I felt really uncomfortable just sitting there, waiting for something to happen. It never even crossed my mind to try the controls. This is so fucking... All I'm saying is he's poorly endowed.
To be fair, I wouldn't assume that, my hand all of a sudden is about to fall off. Me pressing a button on a DS would fix it either.
Eventually Dawn jumped up and down happily, the smiling face appearing above her head. No.
Dawn has a secret to tell you.
Here we go, ... What would a psycho Baneri want to tell you? Despite my logic, where is it? I found myself leaning in slightly. Uh-huh.
Dawn wants you closer.
No, you don't. No, you don't, Baneri. So I leant closer. I don't know why. It just felt ... better ... Oh.
Dawn still can't reach your ear.
Stop. The story is trying to be NES Godzilla so bad. The story is not... Don't put them in the same fucking sentence as each other.
I just read ahead and I'm not happy.
Oh no, I just saw it, damn it! Now I was so close to the DS, my nose was almost touching the screen. I saw something silver flash behind Dawn's back. What was that? Oh.
Master.
Oh, not that voice. Not that voice.
Master.
That's worse. I'll just... Master, I loved you. That's what the line was, in case you couldn't hear. I felt fear flow throughout my body. Hey, same, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm very scared.
Sing her as the high-pitched sing-song voice echoed from the speaker. The object behind her back was growing clearer, but I still couldn't make it out. Oh no, oh no.
Anyone else have you?
This is Toby says this is truly awful. I agree.
My cringe senses are tingling.
This is the cringiest thing I've ever fucking read. Oh my god, it's almost over.
This is a joke.
That giggling. ... It was enough to turn the bravest man into a pile of jelly. Weird metaphor, but okay. I was nowhere near brave, clearly. So you can imagine how I was feeling right now. Wait, behind her back. ... Exclamation point. That was ... Exclamation point. Link?
Skip.
What?
Master.
It startled me. Suddenly I felt a sharp, piercing pain shatter my very core. I gasped in surprise, but it wasn't much of a gasp. My breath would not come. Yeah, unlike everything, unlike you, huh? I choked and spluttered for air, drawing only a tiny bit in at a time. I felt something warm and wet. Oh no. All along the front of my chest, I looked down to see something silver, shiny, and Philip-headed sticking out of my chest.
Philip's head, really?
Adrenaline rushed through me, but it came too late. As my lifeblood poured, opposed to the death blood, poured and my consciousness slowly slipped away. I could see the faint outline of Dawn on the DS screen. Her eyes were wide and white, rimmed with black tears running down her face. She smiled maniacally, showing sharp teeth, brandishing a blood-stained screwdriver as she whispered softly, almost musically,
"We'll be together forever, Master." La, 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 la.
This isn't part 2 of my creepypasta. XD. I got sidetracked XD. Based on the song's story about a poor blue bunny by Kato. I do like this very much. It is my first full creepypasta. None of this is true, okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Thank God. Well, I was getting scared for a second.
Dawn doesn't exist. Oh, damn it. We don't need... Dark Author doesn't need to debunk this one.
Yeah. Don't worry, Dark Author. Your job's been done for you.
What was this? And quite obviously, I'm not dead. ... Or am I? ... Question mark.
I don't think you are, man.
Please critique. Well, well, I have a couple fucking words to give you. But if you can please tell me how I can improve. First and foremost, go outside. Pokemon is copyrighted to Game Freak / the Pokemon Company. This story and its characters are copyrighted by me. No, they're not.
Copyrights Banary.
Don't be afraid to check out my other creepypastas. I don't think I will. Or maybe you should be afraid.
Oh, man.
That was,
Oh, they have pictures of Dawn, too.
Oh, do they?
Dawn has 2 accounts.
Oh,
He has
wow.
account for them.
Okay, I'm not looking at that art anymore. So, Link?
Dawn has invaded YouTube. Run away. Okay.
So Link, what do you think about that?
Okay, so
you copyright logic. So that wasn't a joke story, seemingly.
Sorry, someone's trying to call me. This dude like
Yes.
he has potential in the sense that this isn't written horribly. Like you could definitely improve. Like this dude has something he could grasp.
I suppose it wasn't
But
the worst thing I've ever read.
Yeah, this again is coming from people forget it. It's not scary.
Yeah, no, this was
Not scary.
unbelievably
The
unscary.
scariest part is the character.
Yeah, the scariest part was how into Lopunny this character.
Yeah. It would have been funnier. This should have just been like a troll pasta, and it was revealed at the end that the dude was
Just a creepy weirdo.
like the real villain.
Manny has requested, and by requested I mean commanded, that I read some of the comments to see how wrong they all are. So, Chaotic Abyss says, I like this. Warrior Cookie... Oh, no, I'm not reading that one. That one's lame. One by an account that was deleted or says, I love it. Which, yeah, fair enough. Harry Conqueror, which just isn't a good straight name, I'm sorry, says, good story. Ending could have been better. Yes, I agree. The moment it let go, I'm ejecting the cartridge and destroying it. Heart Gold be damned if I felt like it in real life. I'm destroying it. Wow. Some common sense in the fucking DeviantArt comments.
Alright, Nightcaster 460. The freaking ending is painful! And then underneath, Mika Sample 531. I don't need sleep. Only nooblets need sleep. Loved your story. Mika. Go
outside. Go
Mika,
read a book.
Challenge yourself more. Like, go watch a horror movie or something. God's sakes.
Go read a book. You fucking degenerates. Yandere.
It's not scary.
Oliver Fangirl says, Yandere Baneri. Run! Exclamation point.
Oh no,
And
I'm so scared.
I think I am done reading the comments on this story. Wow. That was bad.
Yeah.
2011, even for 2011, this was not good.
Yeah, it's not horribly written, but it's just not good.
It's just, I can't get over it. That was just not, that made me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Not in an uncomfortable way where it's good, like how you should feel uncomfortable during a horror story. Uncomfortable in the way where I'm like, I want this author to never be around small children.
Please, for the love of God, end this story already.
Okay, so give me 1 second, guys.
Grant.
On stream.
Well, since Bio's gone,
Come help me.
I'm on stream, Dad. Hello again, I have returned. No, you cannot do stand-up comedy.
Oh, dang it.
Okay.
We'll save, don't worry, guys. We'll save King of the Hill, the band episode for another time.
Yes.
Oh, that reminds me.
Yes. Oh, Geodude, yes.
The Geodude story.
Yes.
Okay, so my first ever shiny that I ever found was like in platinum, and it was a shiny Geodude,
Yeah.
and I killed it.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Is that the entire story?
That's the entire story.
I'm glad you remember.
I will
That's as
never
cringe.
forget that.
That's as cringe as the one we read about the bridge monster. I don't want to hear that one. Okay.
That's all.
Second
That's all
story.
my friend does. Burner himself.
Burner here. Second story. Let's go with creepypasta story Poison Gabby.
Okay.
So this story is older than the last one, and is much less popular. But let's see if it's good, shall we?
Yeah. Let's hope that the character isn't
Beanhaven
Doesn't involve
Live.
mason jars.
Beanhaven Live. Live debut. Woo. Did I do something? Is something happening that I'm not aware of? Or is this just a joke? It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting called out.
Bean Daddy. Beanhaven Live debut. Woo. I'm so... Okay. Anyway. Creepypasta story. Poison Gabby. This was by... Oh. Even better than it is now. People will ask to join Beanhaven. And we'll laugh at... And I will laugh in Gatekeeper. Oh yeah. Because my thousands of fans will... I will send my thousands of fans over to Beanhaven. Anyway.
Let's be real. You have to send the notification for the stream to Beanhaven instead of your own chat.
I send it to both. To be fair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, which one gets more views?
But I don't know. Probably this one. Probably Beanhaven. Oh, I had Discord on screen for a moment. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you doxed yourself.
Anyway, the
now
second
everyone knows you live in Elkhart, Iowa.
When are you going to do a stream about Aiden Ross? I don't know who that is. I don't know if this is a joke.
Aiden... Is that the dude from Game Grumps?
No, that's Eric. Aiden Ross.
No,
the other one. Yeah, the other one. I don't know. I'll wait for them to answer. But until then, we have a news story, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
So this is the second story of the night. This is Creepypasta Story, Poisoned Gabby. This is by Shadow XXX and was published July 24th, 2016. It has 561 views. Okay. I wonder how she died. Yeah, I'm wondering too. Okay, let's get into it.
Gun cultist found dead, surprisingly, via poisoning.
It was the first day of school, and 16-year-old Gabrielle Johnson was waiting at the bus stop. She had brown hair with green-colored bangs that... Oh, Christ. Immediately. Immediately, I hate this character. That almost covered her hazel eyes. The bus pulled up to the stop, and Gabby walked up the stairs and sat down in the back of the bus, where the only seats available were. What? Where the only available seats were. She sat down between two other girls. One had brunette hair and a ponytail tied with a big red bow, and the other had black hair with blue bangs, similar to Gabby's green bangs. Oh boy, I'm glad we're getting the entire deep lore of this story.
Just remember, guys, to get green.
Oh no!
What?
The girl with the ponytail looked over at Gabby, smiling.
Oh.
You want to voice this character?
Hey. My name's Nina. What's yours?
She asked. God, people are yelling. I'm sorry. I don't want to do Gabrielle's voice. Please do this one too.
I'm Gabriella, but you can call me Gabby.
Gabby replied.
This is my friend, Jenna.
Nina said, gesturing over to the other girl. Jana smiled and waved and then got back to doing what she was doing before.
It's nice to meet you guys.
Gabby said as she smiled, happy that she made new friends. This author has never had friends before. The bus stopped at their school and everyone got off. The three girls walked with each other until they got to class.
You want to do this voice?
I'll do it. Everyone, please choose your seats. Choose wisely because you're keeping it for the rest of the school year. Their teacher informed them. Oh, dogs. Dog? No, not her.
You're ruining the experience.
Gabby sat down in the center of the class between Nina and Jana. just like they were on the bus again. Nina's head was in the clouds. She was 700 feet tall. And was doodling in her notebook.
Irish giant or a Scottish giant.
It's you.
She was drawing.
Gabby whispered to her. Nina just showed her the picture and said, "It was Jeff the killer." In the picture, he and Nina were riding on a unicorn into the sunset. Oh no. Gabby giggled. Gabby giggled a little bit, and the teacher said, "Hey, listen." The two girls pretended to pay attention, and the teacher bought it.
You like creepypasta too?
This is terrible. Gabby whispered to Nina. Nina silently nodded as the teacher glared at Gabby. After class, everyone went to their lockers, and coincidentally, Gabby's locker was between Nina and Jana's, just like it was her destiny to befriend them. Gabby closed.
What a coincidence! It's almost like it's part of the plot.
Gabby closed her locker and saw Janet beside her.
What's up?
Oh, I guess I gotta make up a voice for Jenna.
Yeah. Do you like a Ringo Starr accent?
One sec.
Okay.
Oh, wait, never mind. Ringo Starr? Yeah, I can do that. Nothing. Just getting my things. just getting my things. That's not Ringo Starr. Sorry.
Just getting my things.
Just getting my things. She said as she grabbed a textbook. It was a physics textbook, just like the one Gabby was holding. The two girls just stared at each other for a moment with straight faces. Then they started laughing. "Well, that's weird," Jana said.
Physics.
Jana said as she closed the locker and got calmer. The girls walked to their next class and stuff happened. I think this might be a joke story.
I hope.
Gabby got home. When Gabby got home, she ran into her room and did her homework. Then she got out her green 3DS, her favorite color, and started to play her favorite game. Dogs. Damn it. Kid Icarus Uprising. I mean, that's kind of based, not gonna lie. Her mom came home and asked her what she wanted for dinner.
Spaghetti!
She yelled down, because spaghetti was her favorite food. For some reason, she had the urge to say human souls instead of spaghetti.
That's a joke.
Yeah, no, this is a joke story, damn it. Oh well, it's pretty funny so far.
Even if it isn't a joke, we're just gonna say it's a joke.
Yeah. But she just shook off that feeling and laughed at its ridiculousness.
Hoity toity toy, I'm so funny.
I think this is pretty funny, Raptor, to be fair. I mean, it's funny because we're making stupid jokes.
Yeah.
She ate her spaghetti and went to bed. The next morning, she got dressed and ate some toast. She went to the bus and waited for the bus. She went to the bus stop and waited for the bus. Thank you. For a long time, her bus never came. So she looked at her phone to see what time it was. She realized
it was 4 in the morning.
She realized that she missed her bus. Another bus stopped at the station, which made Gabby confused.
Oh, then only my bus stopped here.
She thought, oh no. She thought to herself, the bus looked exactly like her bus. It even had the same number on the side, 0666. She thought that the bus came to get her and got up the stairs. Because buses just do that, you know?
Yeah.
She walked to the end of the bus and obliviously didn't notice that she was the only one on it. She sat down Okay, wait. She sat down, lie, she sat down. Lie, she sat. I'm so. This story's fucked me up.
She sat down, lied, she sat before, and finally realized that she was all alone.
Not even Nina and Jana was there. She freaked out and ran to the door and tried opening it, but she was unable to. And, and, and then the bus took off. She sat down. She sat down at the nearest seat and saw something. Saw that there was no driver. The truth was...
It's a Decepticon.
The truth was that someone was wearing all black and holding the wheel while ducking down, making it look like the bus drove itself. What the...
Am I dreaming?
She thought as she reached into her backpack and pulled out her green 3DS. This is fucking ridiculous. She started playing Kid Icarus to calm herself down. Soon there was a strange smell in the air. She paused her game and looked out her window and could barely see a thing. Gabby wasn't able to tell if it was small fog or smoke. It looked like green fog and it smelled horrible. The bus stopped and Gabby cautiously got up. Still holding her game in her hand and holding her nose with the other. The door opened and she got closer to it, startling her for a moment. What? Okay. She got down the stairs and the doors slammed shut behind her, and the bus zoomed away. Gabby wandered in the greenish-gray fog until she started feeling ... warmer. She felt like she was near a fireplace. Oh, it's you.
Dina, Jana.
That's not her voice. But was it her voice?
I was holding my nose while doing it.
I'm glad you're like fucking going for accuracy.
Gotta keep up that consistency.
She called out, still pinching her nose. She was getting hotter and saw a light in the fog. Gabby heard a crackling sound and she started to get really nervous. As she got closer, the fog started to die out a little.
It was going extinct.
Indeed. But just enough to see the large fire. She gasped and dropped her 3DS, realizing that it used to be her school. Her hand slipped down to her sides and she struggles to breathe.
Sorry,
what?
Sorry, I got a call.
Oh,
I know if it was noticeable.
No, I didn't hear anything. To her side, her hand slipped down to her sides, and she struggled to breathe in the apparently toxic air. I mean, it didn't stop you from yelling earlier, but okay. She quickly grabbed her game and ran away as fast as she could, crying. She put it in her back pocket right before she collapsed to the ground. Gabby could barely breathe. It was an accident caused in the chemistry lab. Someone left one of those torch things on a filled test tube. With a filled test tube on it.
The Bunsen burners caught the mustard gas on fire.
The torch thing fell over, spilling the test tube and the flammable liquid it contained, causing the fire and poisonous gas in the air. She saw a figure of a person in front of her. It got closer. The person bent down, and the two of them were face to face. The other girl had black hair with a pink streak in the front of it, in a ponytail tied in a big red bow. She also had white skin and a smile cut permanently on her face, just like above her ears or something, and wore a purple hoodie. The fire was spreading fast, and so was the poisonous air. The other girl was not affected by it and just stared blankly and Gabby.
Nina?
She said as her face turned pale green. It was Nina, and she stole her 3DS and ran away. Gabby was
Get back, you bitch.
Gabby was furious. The DS was one of the only things that kept her sane. But she still felt something in her pocket. She thought that she was too weak to look at what was inside, but she reached in anyways, pulling out a game cartridge. It had no sticker and was burnt a little at the top. Gabby could breathe better now. She got up to her knees. She was surrounded by fire. That's an entire paragraph. Gabby saw the bus emerge from the flames, and there was someone in the driver's seats, multiple driver's seats. She had black hair and blue bangs and, just like Nina, had white skin and a permanent smile. She didn't wear a hoodie, just a black shirt with a blue tie. It was Jana. This is so fucking stupid. This has to be a fucking joke.
Yeah, I think it's a joke. Hopefully.
The bus pulled up beside her, and the doors opened. "Come in," Jana whispered to her. The toxic air caught up to them, and Gabby became weaker. And once again, struggling to breathe, Jana got out of the bus, along with Nina, who was sitting in the back. What? Gabby's vision was blacking out as her friends dragged her into the bus. She dropped the game cartridge without knowing, and the bus drove off. Gabriella Johnson, age 16, died before she could make it to the bus. The school burned down and the whole campus was toxic. Yeah, they were all gaslighting her.
Yeah.
Nothing was found except for a stickerless cartridge for a 3DS game. And it was written on it was the poison symbol.
Oh no, she turned into a cartridge.
Do you want to read these little extra bits?
Sure. I'm finished with her story. I love it to bits. I would just love it if someone did a reading of her.
I mean, we're about 6 years late, but you know.
Well, your dreams came true. Added some important things to add to the story so it seems a bit more logical. Okay, so according to this thing, it might not be a joke, but right. I refuse to believe it was not a joke.
Okay, this is a good... I'm reading the comments. This is a good origin story.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep going, though.
Yeah, I'm going to hold down the fort.
All right.
What happened to the school, and please explain what caused the poison. I knew someone was going to ask. The accident was caused by a chemical thing, and torch fell over, spilling liquid. Oh, makes sense. Very cool story. Very interesting. This, they're definitely treating it like it's a real story. Comment hidden. You should. Wow, that was actually scary. Yeah, that sucked. If that was real, that was awful, like genuinely awful. But part of me doesn't actually believe that was real. I believe I'm almost certain that was not real. Mostly because, like, come on, like most of this shit just doesn't even make sense. Even for like a child writing a story like this, it doesn't make sense. I feel like it was a joke. I'm gonna look at the profile real quick. Shadow XXX. Oh, okay. Gabby, it's not very so. Well, I'm just gonna assume, because I have no real evidence besides me thinking that it doesn't seem real, that this might have been real. And if it is, whew, that was fucking awful. Like, on many levels, that was awful. I don't know if it was. I agree, Raptor. If it was a joke story, there wasn't anything particularly funny besides like XD random humor from like that would work. That would be fitting for like a fucking Scene Girls Tumblr post from like 2011, but like this is 2016. I don't know. If the author was really young, maybe it would make sense this was a joke story, or maybe it wouldn't make sense if it was a joke story. I don't know. Yeah, this is puzzling me, honestly. And even if it was you can't just write a bad story and call it a joke afterwards. I don't know. I think there's some things that are kind of humorous about it. I think like her explaining the fucking 3DS and like all this. I don't know. The fucking the human souls thing was a little funny, but it was almost unintentionally funny because of the typos and stuff. I don't know. If this was real, then it's really bad, and if it wasn't real, it was also just kind of bad, to be honest. Yeah, that's all I really have for this one. I don't think Link is going to be back for a little bit, so how are you guys doing? How's your day? This is my first day off in about a little bit, so I'm enjoying it. I worked like 33 hours the last few days. It's pretty rough, but you know. I apologize, by the way, if you guys can hear my fucking family in the background. They are very loud. I don't know. I'm trying to get an apartment, you know. But, yeah. So the last story of the night, which I'm not going to read.
Here we go.
Oh, boy. He's back, the boy. So, what did you think? Do you think this is a joke story?
Okay. I want to believe with every fiber of my body that it's a joke story.
Do you, though?
But the little author's note at the ending makes me think otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know. And, like, the comments, no one's saying this was really funny or anything. And, like, the author is, like, having long-ass, like circle jerk replies.
I cannot do an art cry comment.
I did not. Where is that one?
It's like the first one I saw. It says, "Whoa, that was actually scary."
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's on about. There's one guy saying that they should credit the story that Janet comes from, and, like, no. She's not a copyrighted character. She's not getting royalties for this.
True.
Yeah, so that if it was real, it was bad.
If it was real, this is like abysmally bad.
Yeah, this is one of the worst ones I think we've ever read.
This might be worse than like Burner.
No, it's not. Burner couldn't get through a sentence without having a comma or having a fucking typo.
This one doesn't have a ton of spelling errors.
Yeah, I guess this one's like 3 times longer than Burner, or 5 times longer. But even then, I don't think it has as many typos as Burner. So okay, so enough with Poison. Enough with the mystery that is Poison Gabby. Also, I want to point out that we've had 2 stories today that may or may not have been joke stories, but I'm pretty sure are real. So let's get to one that I'm sure is real, which is Origin Creepypasta, Death of a Butler.
And we're going back to the past to 2015.
Yeah, this was made by Invader Ica, and it was posted August 21st, 2015. It has 4,000 views. Oh no.
I just read the first.
Yeah, first word. This name, by the way, has no real relevance to us in any way.
Yeah.
Just
absolutely none.
Just don't think about it. Oh, yeah, no, this was the story where okay. Yeah, now I remember why I picked this story. Damn it, I forgot. Oh, we should have had her on today.
Have who on?
Don't even
Lois from Family Guy?
Yes, Lois from Family Guy. Okay, let's get into it. Lois was waiting anxiously for his master.
Yeah, apparently Lois is a boy.
Okay. So for you guys out there that don't know names at all, it's Lewis. It's spelled with a U after the O. Lewis is a dude's name. Lois is not a dude's name. Unless this was written by the guy who made Bloody Painter and they just don't know it's a girl's name. Was waiting anxiously for his master to arrive home from a party hosted by a business partner of the master. The 20-year-old had made what? Link?
What?
You good?
Yeah.
He just made like a fucking ooh noise. Then we saw it. Yeah.
Oh.
The 20-year-old had made the man a batch of the most expensive tea. Made him out of clay. I can't even spell Lewis right, for fuck's sake. The 20-year-old had made the man a batch of the most expensive tea in town to please him and was pouring the cups like he was taught by his father properly as Vladimir Rose came in, cane in hand, as the other butlers took off his coat and escorted him to his study. I feel like we just jumped like four chapters into a book series.
Vladimir Rose probably could be the name of a main character from a book.
Vladimir, a very pretentious book.
Yeah.
Like 50 Shades of Grey. The man looked grumpy as ever, as not one of his wrinkles was worth being called laughter lines. Ooh. He kept looking at the servants in distaste. They weren't in their catgirl outfits.
I bought those for a reason. Put them on.
You will wear the cat ears.
You can do what you want to on your own time, but when you're around me, I'm trying to do Russian. I keep going to Scottish for some reason.
I noticed that in the last story, but I didn't comment on it. And to say, since it was evident to see his loathing for such people, but none more so than when he set his cold eyes upon the youngest of his butlers. The disappointment, nothing like his father. Oh, there had been much promise, and also much failure. A lot of failure.
Do you want to read him, or you want me to be the butler?
I'll be him.
Okay.
What are you standing there for, Mike? Sorry, I'll do a better voice.
Okay.
I'll do a better voice. What are you standing around for, boy? He snapped at his what?
Emperor Palpatine, either.
He snapped. Emperor Palpatine likes catgirl mates.
Cat girls.
Do it. He snapped as his grip tightened on his cane. He pulled out a lightsaber.
His cane's a lightsaber.
It's really not good. It's not a very good cane. It just keeps going through the floor.
This is a very expensive cane, and he's making all these problems on the floor.
I hate everything about this story. I do too, man.
Your tea, sir.
What the fuck was that? Is that creepy pasta? Your tea, sir?
Like a stereotypical old butler, even though he's in like his 20s.
It sounded so much like creepy pasta. Your tea, sir? He He stutters, holding out the tray as he bows.
The one you were trusted earlier this evening.
Oh, you know what it sounds like?
What?
It sounds like Creeps McPasta mixed with Matt's fucking Santa voice.
Yeah, Santa. I was thinking about that when I heard you speak it to me.
Okay.
Let's see if that brain of yours can actually manage to hold it in place in your last... What?
Let's had it placed there for some reason.
Let's see if that brain of yours can actually manage to hold it in your last scolding.
What?
Okay.
Let's see if that brain of yours actually managed to hold in your last scolding.
This must be the Palpatine from the last movie.
Oh, where he's like a corpse.
Yeah.
The old man muttered as he went to sit in one the plush chairs, like one of those big pink fluffy chairs, and clicked his old
Beanbag.
fingers. He's in a beanbag.
It's like a Snorlax beanbag.
Only the finest for Emperor Palpatine. The tea was brought over to him as he took a sip of the newly brewed tea. Yeah, I know what he was drinking. Nearly burning his mouth, hissing in anger, he ordered the young butler to remove his glove and hold his hand out as he held the teapot in his gnarled hands.
Hurry up, boy, or I'll beat you. Or I'll beat you to do it.
Rose snapped.
What is that?
That
Hurry
doesn't
up,
mean,
boy. I'm gonna pour it first.
means literally fucking nothing. Lois does in a frightened hurry, holding out his hands obediently after he placed his gloves in his pocket. He flinches, then yelps in pain as the man poured the burning tea onto the butler's fingers and palm, and the boy retracts them instinctively. After this act, the old man growled, and in one quick grappling motion, he fucking judo threw him. He grabbed the boy's wrist as the cane was whacked against his burning palms.
He just cuts them off.
So fucking. This is so weirdly written. Yes, people yelling. Stop.
He just cuts off the hands to the lightsaber.
Yeah, because it's a lightsaber. I forgot. Yeah.
Did I tell you to put your hands back, boy?
He snarled as he stood up, the item crashing against any and all parts of the young butler's body. The young butler yelped as he curled up into a ball, the brass tip of the lightsaber cane striking him violently as he kept murmuring,
Mercy, mercy.
fucking my favorite voice. I've got nothing. This is honestly the most nothing story I've ever heard. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, Raptor.
It's just this dude getting assaulted by a lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's just a pile of limbs now.
As he got hit repeatedly with the cane by his master. The cane struck against his ribs, spine, and neck, fracturing some of his ribs as he laid on the floor. Man, if your ribs are getting fractured like that,
Sir, I think you need to go to the hospital.
bleeding for help as his tears streamed down. Don't you know that if you have a butler, you can just beat them savagely?
Yeah.
without
Don't you
any
know that
repercussion?
butlers are basically slaves?
But no one would help, since not so much because they disliked the young boy, but more out of fear. I'm gonna try to read this as straight as I can. This very man had managed to strike fear into his servants so well that they listened without any arguments.
Because he just broke the dude's ribs.
Because he just
with
beat
a
the shit out.
lightsaber.
Because he just beat the shit out of this dude, and apparently there's no legal repercussions for this.
Yeah. I mean, if my master had a lightsaber, I'd listen to him too, probably.
Yeah. Seen but not heard was the silent motto among them.
You insolent whelp of a boy.
He snapped as he rained blow after blow before grabbing the boy's battered and bruised face.
Now put on these cat ears.
Now, from now on, you shall be a cat boy.
You should be the dead one. At least your father had working brain cells and could do his job. You're an embarrassment to his mere memory.
I'm turning into the guy from what's the fucking show called? Real Monsters.
I've never seen All Real Monsters.
You're missing out, I suppose.
Dang.
He sneered nastily before letting him go.
Now clean up this mess. And I swear, boy, if there's anything out of place by morning, you'll get worse than a beating, brat.
He spoke, whacking the cane into his ribs one last time before stepping over him and leaving the room. With that, Lois choked and sobbed on the floor for a few moments, catching his breath as each breath flared up pain in his sides from his fractured ribs. He twitches, sitting up steadily, though shakily, and starts picking up his mess with one hand, as he used the other to hold his wounded side. This is just fucking stupid. A few of the servants watched before scurrying away, not wanting to get caught even contemplating helping the boy. But an elderly butler entered the room, his graying hair swept to one side as he knelt down and helped the young man. You want to be this guy?
Don't send me your hands, Lois.
He spoke as he picked up the china. He picked up the entire country.
He picked up the country.
I'm going.
This guy's Atlas.
I'm going to throw this at our master.
This dude's Atlas.
Oh my god!
Remember
What
the
is?
time I picked up all of China?
What is this? Oh my god! Read the slide.
Thank you, Brutus.
Fucking Brutus. Who the fuck names their kid Brutus? He wheezes. What?
This is that dog from that comic I read sometimes. The webcomic I read sometimes.
I don't know which one you're talking about, but
I'll show you later.
okay. He wheezes out to the head butler, bowing as he stood up and scurried to the bathroom. With that, he starts to bandage his hands after cleaning the wounds with water, and puts his gloves on.
More.
And, yeah, you might need a little bit more than just water, my man.
Yeah.
And puts his gloves on before returning to work. No rest for the innocent nor the wicked, it seems. Shut up. Meanwhile, a few of the maids scurried around, keeping their eyes on the floor as a few other servant boys tended to the cleaning whilst the master slept.
I'll be right back. Keep reading, though.
Okay. He's gonna shake China until the communist is out of it. Nice. Where the fuck was I? Oh. Soon Brutus had managed to clear away most of the china and left the rest, so as to not get the young boy into any more trouble should Master Rose venture downstairs and not see the boy tidying. After cleaning up the remainder of the broken china, finally, Lois was given rest, going into the butler's quarters as he fell into a dreamless slumber, and with that, a new day was going to begin. This is boring. Though he never knew beforehand, this would be his final night of his life. The old man had been planning this for months, since he had required the old musty book on necromancy. Just jumped the fucking shark, apparently, from one of his business partners. The plan was to make the boy his servant for as long as Vladimir deemed it. which meant forever. Reading over the pages, he had...
Oh, I didn't realize Vladimir was an immortal.
Yeah, you missed me reacting to the fucking necromancy. Reading over the pages he had torn out from the book, Lord Rose had decided just what to do. He started calling in servants here and there to prepare certain things for him as he ventured out of the room. The time has come to show the boy his true purpose.
You're going to wear these cat ears for all eternity.
It's finally I'm in the law's right.
Meanwhile, the clock struck 3 a.m., startling the boy into awakening. He had had a bad feeling looming over him as worry struck his mind. What did he do wrong? Did he leave something on? Did he do something that might anger his master further? He couldn't shake off the nagging feeling as he slipped out of the quarters and started to busy himself with work. Oh god, we're like a third of the way through this story.
Oh lord.
As this was going on, the man was sitting inside the living room, his trusty cane by his side as he stared at the fire. The remains of the very book he had been reading over was being eaten up by the flames before he heard the telltale signs of his servants at work.
It's just a waste of book.
I'm bored. How is a story with necromancy this boring? Hopefully it picks up.
I'm bored of reading the little engine that could. Time to move on to Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
He throws the book into the fire and he's just like,
That truly was a hungry, hungry caterpillar. Bring the brat here.
He spoke cold.
Roderick really does rule.
After a while, since the order was made, Lois paused from his duties as he was working, seeing two of the butlers come over to him.
What's going on?
He stutters, backing away slightly as dread took over his form. I'm sorry, Lois, one of them spoke, not meeting his eyes. Master Rose wants to see you, he informed him as the other butler took a hold of the smaller male and brought him into the dreaded room, where the old man turned and revealed a sinister smile upon his face, which was so alien to see upon his wrinkled features that the boy instinctively seized up at the sight. Rose's gray eyes glittered with cold anticipation as the smile seemed to get bigger. In response, the boy gasped in fear.
Sir, what have I done to displease you?
He asked in a worried tone as the grip on his body tightened as he struggled.
Lois. Lois.
Again, he needs an adult. Vladimir is an adult. Vladimir sighed as if the very name brought shame upon him.
You just don't get how useless you are.
He spoke as he walked over, his cane making heavy thumps. It made his cane making a very consistent
noise. Making heavy holes in the ground.
You see, if he turns around in a full 360, he'll just fall through the floor. He spoke as he walked over, his cane making heavy thumps on the floor that seemed to echo the boy's heartbeat. Lois twitched. He was a true gamer. With each thump of the cane.
But sir, I'm just as loyal.
He protested. That doesn't really answer his question, but okay. Stiffening up as the other butler, who led...
Right, I am useless. But at least I'm loyal.
He's stiffening up as the other butler, who led him along with his restrainer inside the room, grabbed him.
Loyal? Ha!
He barked as he neared the frightened boy.
Loyal was your father. You're nothing
Your
more.
name's Lewis.
No, your father didn't even give you a boy's name, you fucking fool. Loyal was your father. You are nothing more than a useless puppy with its tail between his legs. But not to worry.
He smirked, giving Lois a smile that was the cruelest, coldest smirk he had ever portrayed to the young man.
We'll fix that.
With that, he raised.
This is where he turns into Darth Vader.
We'll fix that as he unzipped his mouth.
It's every single joke
I see
makes.
that you're wearing the maid outfits.
I see. Put the cat ears on. Attach the tail.
The boy cries
Don't
out.
forget the whiskers.
The boy cries out, falling to the ground as the two older butlers dropped him. He covers his head as he kneels over, taking the blows hard. What? Oh, I forgot he started beating him with the gun. I didn't read that line.
I forgot he was dressed as a cowboy and
Yeah, I got distracted by the cowboy thing.
yeah.
Okay. Taking blows hard and with cries and yelps of pain, his already wounded side took even more damage, cracking further as he looked pained breaths of air. He then felt his spine being hit, and the recoil of pain caused him to scream. He's never
I'm going to make you useful by paralyzing you from the waist down. He just breaks his spine in half.
He picks him up and breaks him over his knee like Bane.
Yeah. I'm going to break the lowest.
I know
Bane
exactly.
this is just Bane coming back to break Alfred.
I know exactly how to make you better.
And then he just like fucking takes out a little vial and just drinks some venom.
He's just busted.
Just get jacked. Just beat him up.
While he's wearing the cat made up.
This is his fetish or something. He never been beaten this.
I know how your father died. He went to little something like this.
Just picks him up by the head and fucking breaks him over his knee. But was cut off as the master took his. Oh, he had never been beaten up. He had never been this beaten up before. Besides the instant due to his preparation of master's tea. He then starts to plead for mercy, but was cut off as the master took the cane and struck him across the jaw. Then an uppercut with it into his nose, causing it to break and blood to spew out like a faucet as it poured down his wounded nose and face.
By Vladimir Rose, did you mean Vladimir Kozlov?
Venom, you mean adrenaline? No, Bagel. I'm not lying to you. Unlike fucking Matt Reeves or whoever made that fucking movie, I'm not gonna lie to you to your face. Oh no, it's just adrenaline, guys. Don't worry. It's all adrenaline is green, don't you know?
Don't worry, guys. It's not a drug. Don't worry. It's not a super steroid.
It's clearly.
Look at you, boy, lying here, bleeding and crying.
He sneered as he continued to beat the boy into a mass of blood and bruises.
But I'm not done with you, boy. Nowhere near done.
Rose snarled before he snapped his fingers and snapped at another. He snapped twice. He was doing that fucking like that Valley Girl thing where he's like, and snapped at another butler to bring in what he requested earlier.
With his
No.
homing attack.
What?
His homing attack. He snapped at another butler.
Yeah, he like immediately picked up the other butler and snapped him over his knee too.
No, I'm going to teach you real pain. And then maybe you'll finally learn, eh, boy?
He chuckled. The boy's brown eyes went wide as the two men from behind hoisted him up and he struggled, his blood staining his uniform as he looked up with wide eyes.
You look. Why the scared look?
Maybe it's because you're beating him to death.
He just broke his spine.
Lord Rose
Over
chuckled.
your knee.
Yeah, you just picked him up like a fucking toothpick and snapped him.
After stabbing him a bunch of times with a lightsaber.
Lord Rose chuckled as the distinctive smell hit the young man's nose. As the third butler brought in a vat of a strange hissing liquid using thick gloves. Okay, so in this
Okay, so it is Venom.
in this universe, Joker Bane creates Joker. He's gonna drop him into the fucking acid. Yeah. Cleaning liquids. What? The third butler had brought in a vat filled with a mixture of various cleaning liquids from around the house. Oh no, is it
They're
bleach?
gonna light it on fire.
Yeah, he's gonna get
Just like Great
soaked.
Jeff, the butler.
Yeah, he's gonna get soaked in a thing of bleach. Set on
A
fire.
vacuum of bleach.
A teddy bear of bleach. He starts to struggle violently. Oh, yeah, Lois starts to struggle violently, trying to break free from the two older men who held him.
No, please, I beg you, sir, spare me.
I haven't molested enough children yet. It had to. I had to. The old man laughed at him, a cold and hollow sound that sent chills up Lois's spine. After the vat was placed beside the old man, Master Rose put on some thick gloves that the servant wore. His eyes were cold as he looked at Lois, taking hold of the cloth on the rim of the vat, dipping it into the dangerous chemicals, and with that, takes hold of the boy's face. A drop of liquid fell onto the boy's face. I'm reading. I'm the one reading this, and I'm lost as fuck. That's
So
what's
apparently this was Lois from Family Guy, because Judge Doom is here putting him in the cartoon liquid from Roger Rabbit.
Judge. It's so fucking funny. And I've decided to be merciful and not quote you with that one. Thank you. Thank you for not quoting. Really?
Thank you.
I appreciate that
We don't
so
need
much.
any more quotes after the last one.
Yeah, I've made enough quotes. Made enough quotes on
Enough
both
risky quotes.
this channel and Bean Daddies. His eyes. Okay, where the fuck was I? The sting from the liquid left on his cheek was as light as a bee sting, though the master wiped the drop away, his cold gray eyes glittering with glee.
This is going to hurt a lot.
He sneered.
Yes, this is a fetish thing.
He sneered nastily as he held the boy's chin in a tight enough grasp that the boy couldn't move. The cloth was then placed onto his eyes, the liquid eating away at the skin as it was moved around like Lord Rose was trying to clean them away.
Okay, so by cleaning solutions, he literally just meant hydrochloric acid.
Yeah, he meant like battery acid.
Yeah, the ultimate cleaner.
I suppose in some sense that is accurate.
When the stain's too deep, we have to start over.
I mean, you might as well just set it on fire.
Yeah, melt it all, dissolve it.
Yeah. The young butler screams. His sensitive brown eyes burned as the acidic compound ate through his skin and the solarias. I'm guessing that's an eyeball thing. I don't know.
I have no idea.
As Lord Rose rubbed the cloth into each of his eyes, all four of them, his vision started to turn red as blood was streaming down from the holes in his burning skin and around his fragile eyes. Fucking what?
Lord.
He struggled through the act of struggling. Thanks. Redundant. The department of redundancy.
I'll make you useful once and for all by melting your face off.
It just turns out this is another origin to Slender.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is eyeless Jack. That's why his eyes are gone.
Slenderman's real name is Lois. That's really
Yeah.
embarrassing. He
No
struggled.
wonder he doesn't call himself by his real name.
He struggled through the act of struggling, halted, as the duo holding him tightened their grip. Lois felt his vision being eaten away. His vision blurred, then was lost to an unfamiliar darkness, as Lord Rose rubbed hard enough to wipe away the young man's brown irises and revealed veins all around his rubbed out eyes. That's not how eyeballs work, I don't think, but okay.
I mean, his lack of eyes, because they all got melted.
Yeah. For Lois, the world around him became more clear as his other... Oh my god. It's just immediately Daredevil. It's immediately Daredevil. The world around him became more clear as his other senses heightened considerably to accommodate for his loss of vision. For the loss of his vision through his eyes still burned, though his eyes still burned, and he tried to cry, but no tears came out. Okay, so Arthur, I don't know if you'd know this or not, but when people say that their other senses have been heightened after they become blind, I don't think they mean, immediately they became heightened.
Yeah, they immediately became Daredevil.
Yeah, they immediately were able to jump up buildings and hear fucking flies 30 miles away.
They could catch bricks being thrown at them.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, it's so fucking stupid.
See, boy, this is what you are. This is what you are for every punishment.
What? The old man...
Cat boy.
Now you're an eyeless cat boy.
When was this written? A week after Netflix Daredevil? The man sneered. This is more like Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Yeah. Remember when Ben Affleck put on a catboy suit? Catboy.
I don't, and I really don't want to. Now let's... Oh. The old man sneered as he took a step back, looking at the handiwork of the acidic liquid had created, laughing at the boy.
Now, let's see what else the liquid can eat away at, including your testicles. I'm not Linkara after all.
Damn it. Never mind.
Okay. Lord Rose turns to the duo holding the blinded man.
Shove his hand into the bowl and don't let up.
He barked as the two men...
What's it with hands tonight?
What? What?
Like, this is the second story where something bad's happened to someone's hands.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. It's a running theme.
Is it just me looking too deeply into things?
Mhm.
Yes, carry on.
Do you think that these stories are in a shared universe?
Could Vladimir Rose actually be Bowser?
Could Vladimir Rose actually be Bonary?
Could Vladimir Rose actually be
Nina the
a
Killer.
bug that evolved into a car?
The stupidest of all game theory. You never put at the end of a sentence. I agree, Bean Daddy, but I feel like that is the least of our concerns at this moment.
Yeah, we have a cat mate having his fans melted away by Palpatine Bane.
He barked as the two men each grabbed a wrist, removing the white gloves that covered his shaking hands before they were plunged into the bowl. To the Super Bowl. Lois screamed as his heightened sense of I like how it's immediate. The heightened senses thing.
Immediately got this. Yo, this is so cool.
Ah!
And once his touch goes away, his hands go away. He gets even
He gets
more
super
powerful
hearing.
senses.
He gets super hearing and can taste sound.
Yeah. He's gonna be the blind kicker.
The memes cometh, indeed. Lois screamed as his heightened sense of touch suddenly was overwhelmed by the excruciating pain of the acidic liquid compound eating at his flesh. He couldn't see. Yeah, no shit, he doesn't have eyes. But if he could see, the vat of liquid would bubble and hiss violently, turning red. Okay, so I'm glad that his sight changes the fucking state of matter that this fucking bowl of liquid is in.
Yeah.
The vat of liquid would bubble and hiss violently, turning red as the acid ate through his flesh.
Thank God he couldn't see it. So it didn't happen.
That didn't happen, yeah. Soon, didn't you know if you don't consent to acid, it can't burn you?
Yeah. Don't you know? If you can't see yourself dying, you don't die.
Soon as he felt...
It's going back to him being immortal.
Yeah. Soon as he felt weakened and the pain was still... Where was I? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Soon he felt weakened and the pain was still in his body. And the pain was still in his body, though, now. He felt no pain in his hands, nor feeling. Yeah, because his hands were eaten away at. Even that one showed him massive power over time, yeah. As soon as he felt weak... Okay. His sense of smell, hearing, and taste were heightened dramatically as he lost the second one of his senses. I don't know if you know this author, but you can feel...
Right?
Yeah. You were correct, yes. But
I was joking.
I don't know if you know this author, but you feel... Your sense of touch is every part of your body, not just your fucking hands.
Also, this isn't I don't know, Toriko, where if he focuses the power, he puts more energy out. If you lose your senses, you're not getting stronger.
You fool. Your actions have only...
More powerful.
He's like a fucking... Baki fucking character where he intentionally cut out
a leg by the end. He's just gonna beat them all up.
Yeah, and he's gonna use the hidden technique of throwing his leg around like a fucking boomerang.
Yeah.
Hold him there until there's nothing but bone.
He spoke as the smell of melted flesh was enough to make the servants that held him gag, but they dare not move. Finally, they lifted his hands until the last of his flesh was nothing but strings. They were made of fabric.
In the bone marrow?
What does that even fucking mean?
They melted through the bone.
Leave
Oh
him.
no, oh no, you held him in there too long. Oh well, better take off all of it then.
Exactly. I'm not sure. That's why I'm sure Matt Murdock makes sure not to forget the fabric softener.
Leave him.
The old man snapped as the mixture of flesh and red hissing acid was taken away to be disposed of. He gave the boy a last beating before kneeling down.
Don't think this is the end, brat.
He spoke coldly in a low voice.
Oh, you'll be forever serving me. I'll make sure of it. Now get on your knees.
And
Now take the cat costume off. We have to get it cleaned.
I can't have my cat maids walking around with bloodstains. It's a real turnoff.
It's a real turnoff at now. The aftermath.
The young butler twitched and gasped for air, now blinded and had no sense of touch in his hands. He felt them drop him, so he does have feelings still, so the author's just lying to me.
All the power from his hands went to his feet.
Yeah, he now has monkey hands. He just rapidly evolved monkey hands. Monkey
He
feet.
evolved his big toe to spat out like a thumb.
He felt them drop him and raised his head to hear his master spoke to him. Through his shock, he couldn't quite catch the words. He laid there as his body gave up. The septic shock was all overall overwhelming for him as his heart halted to a stop and he fell into a deep slumber of death. His expiry date had come. His breath.
Oh no, I forgot people can die. I guess he won't be serving me forever.
His breath eased to a close as he grew still. The man looked at him for a moment, and to make sure that the man was dead, with nothing close to a regret on his face, as he wore a sinister smile, he ordered them to plunge a knife into the man. They did so, and with satisfaction. Lord Rose stood while muttering a few words before ordering the corpse to be taken to the servants' room. It's so fucking stupid.
So it was a fetish thing.
Yeah. 24 hours is all he need to prepare for the ritual, right? Well, he'll bind the boy's soul to serve the house for eternity. That'll surely teach him to be a proper
Oh, I know. Let me swear my worst butler to eternal servitude.
Also, why would this make him better as a butler? He doesn't have hands. He kind of need hands to be a butler. He's gonna come back as a ghost with no hands, and the guy's gonna be like,
Oh, fuck. I forgot that you need hands to be a butler.
Oh no, my fetish stuff went too far.
a cold laugh leaving him as he left the blood on the floor for the remaining butlers to clean up. And then there's a little break in the text. The old man was in a foul mood again. In correspondence to the business partner.
Oh no, having my worst butler bounty would be terrible.
Yeah, he just suddenly comes to the realization,
Wait a minute. Why would I do this?
Wait a minute, I'm fucking stupid.
Wait a minute. That's horribly illegal.
This was my worst idea ever. Why can't I do it to his father instead of him?
with such in correspondence to the business partners and the war, and with such his patience was getting low, along with a night of air raids that was disturbing. Oh my god.
Disrupting the sleep.
Disrupting the sleep from the current chaos of the Second World War? When the fuck did we...
Oh, this fucking Stalingrad.
Why the fuck did we start that this was set in World War II?
This is fucking Operation Barbarossa.
They're about to invade Japan. With the stress keeping all the lights turned off so as not to have the Germans drop on his estate, he had been on edge. It had taken almost half a year to summon the boy's soul back from the dead
I'm making a servant to defend me from the Nazis.
Better make sure
Yeah,
he doesn't have arms. Taken almost a year to bring the boy's soul back from the dead to make him an animated corpse again. When the fuck? What? When? To make... This did aggravate Rose, but he was patient enough.
Last time this happened, it was super quick.
It would be worth it in the end, or so that's what he kept telling himself. That night it was thunderstorming and raining profusely. The rain struck the man like pellets as he held a shovel in his grasp and started to unbury the corpse of Lois in the back of the country yard. As he summoned the boy back from the dead, I'm glad it was that easy to just do it.
Yeah.
The purple...
No, necromancy was this easy.
The purple aura of necromancy surrounding the man's hands and the corpse below him. Lord Rose, on the other hand, cared little for the icy droppings that fell upon him. Looking at the corpse... Oh, I hear myself, man. Link?
What?
I heard myself. Okay, it's a good time.
What?
I heard myself through your side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's gone now. Oh, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Looking at the corpse of the butler with little care, the clothes ragged and torn, the skin a deathly white as dirt covered the body. I guess he didn't get a fucking like a coffin or anything.
Yeah.
Just throw him in there.
We're in a hurry. Come on. The dirt will do.
He toted before he finished the incantation. I'm getting fucked up.
King tutted.
He king tutted. Calling the servant's soul from the afterlife to seal it into the corpse's body for as long as he wished. Lois had always stated he was loyal, but how could the boy remain loyal to the house and its master if he had died? That question was left unanswered as the man watched with anticipating eyes.
Who would have thought me killing him made him unloyal?
Suddenly, the corpse lets out a gasp, life taking a hold as he was brought back from the afterlife. Lois couldn't see, flailing his arms as he stood up with sightless eyes, as his partially skeleton hands helped him get upon his feet and get up and jam.
Welcome to the slam.
He could hear the thunder, the sound of rain, and the footsteps of someone approaching him. As he spat out wet dirt from his mouth, the taste was unpleasant. He could smell the damp earth and a scent he knew too well. The scent of his master. He stood silent, twitching slightly as the old man approached him. The old man was beside himself. It had actually worked. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. I was just fucking around.
I was just going to deformate your grave.
I just brought you back so I could punch you some more.
I thought I may have buried somebody down there. See, the war's been very hard on my estate.
The mere thought of the power within his grasp in the mind of the old owner of that book was just a delusion, to a point. But here, the whelp stood as scared as ever. and it brought Rose a sense of overwhelming power.
Master.
Oh, is that zombie crucifixion pasta?
Yeah.
Dochier's feet.
Pasta.
Dochier's feet, but the story is too boring for even him to react. The undead butler stutters out. Oh, he's just like me. Listening as the old man paused and then approached
He's
him.
just like me for real.
Approached him even closer as the cane he used to struck the muddy earth with each step.
Ah, Lois.
Lord Rose spoke coldly, but his voice carried out through the storm.
That stutter always annoyed me.
They'd said always, I'm going to die.
Oh, Lord.
He sighed as he stopped before the male, looking at him for a moment.
Head down, boy. It's not going to suck itself.
I saved your costume just for this moment.
Rose,
Put it on.
Rose snapped and used the cane to smack the boy round the head.
Don't tell me that your rest made you forget the basics, boy.
The young man twitched as he obeyed through anger. As he obeyed, though, anger started to build up as images of his death started to flash in his mind.
Shut up.
He hissed in anger. The old man froze and stared at him.
What was that?
He barked as he looked at the shaking male, mistaking his anger for fear, and laughed.
Look at you, trembling, you trembling whelp.
He sneered as he raised the cane once more.
I'll have to beat the respect back into you, brat.
I said, shut up.
Don't mention my grooming allegation.
I beat those in court.
Lois growls, grabbing the cane as he heard it whistle through the air. Due to losing all but 3 of his 5 senses, so losing only 2 of them.
Yes, I didn't realize that by cane he meant V2 missile.
Also, fucking, this isn't how senses work. He could pick up even the faintest sounds and tremors. He then yanked it out of the old man's grasp and clutched it. The old man gasped and stepped back, and for once, whilst looking at the animated corpse, and felt a small bubble of fear spread through him. Bubble? Who the fuck calls it a bubble?
It hasn't popped yet.
It's not going to suck itself. I'm glad I'm not the only one who went there.
I'll wait put the cat made costume back on.
You little brat. How dare you speak to me like that?
He yelled at the corpse.
How dare you kill me in cold blood, sir?
Lois spat, his voice cold and filled with fury. Tyson Fury.
How dare you do this to me?
He listened to the man step back further, and with that, whilst listening to the man's ragged breathing, took a swing at his master. Brass met bone as a sickening crack rang out, and Lois heard the man fall onto the ground.
His hands shattered immediately.
Yeah. Though he could... Is he tough now? Yeah. Though he could still hear him breathing. So, the master here, Vladimir, so he decided to do this without bringing any of the other butlers.
I thought the other butlers were there.
Yeah. No, wait, no, because wouldn't they do something if this dude just beat him up?
They start pulling out Webleys.
Yeah, he started shooting him.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was I? Oh. The blows The blow dazed Rose as he hit the ground. What was happening? The boy was supposed to obey him, not attack him. He felt fear seep through his old veins as he tried to crawl away from the corpse.
I'm sorry, sir, that it had to end this way.
Lois snarls as he comes over with ease and raises the cane.
Goodbye, Lord Rose.
This voice just keeps shifting with every line.
Well, you see, when you've been in the ground for a little, your voice box decays a little.
Yeah, you lose the sense of sound, so your voice becomes...
You lose the sense of speech.
With that, he struck the man in the head, a sickening crack echoing as he repeated the process. He felt blood spraying onto his face and suit as he kept on hitting harder and harder with each fury-filled blow, each fury-filled swing. Soon he heard. Hello?
Hello.
I heard sound on your side again. Anyway, soon he heard the heartbeat and the breathing come to a halt. Lord Rose was dead. Damn it! I can't do the funny voice anymore. He drops
Emperor Palpatine.
This is a better death than the one in Rise of Skywalker, I guess.
Yeah, the one you actually got.
Nah, this is worse, to be honest. But he drops the cane and hobbles around, bumping into a shovel. Meanwhile, the rain fell harder around the two corpses, one animated and the other nothing more than a mess. With the head split open and the body bloody and broken as dead eyes stared out onto the land before him. The thunder boomed above them as lightning forked through the sky to light up the eerie scene. I don't care. The butler screams, his sensitive ears ringing as he fled the scene, escaping through the courtyard gate as the butlers came out in alarm. Oh yeah, they weren't with him.
Oh,
they're
finally coming out with all the guns and stuff.
Yeah, the servants fled to the grounds and found the old man's corpse and the unburied grave. The servants began to whisper in fear as they looked at the dead man, the bloody cane in the grave. In response, the head butler began to bark orders. As this was happening, the butler hides behind the side of the gate, hearing the chaos behind him. You want to do this voice? Link?
Who's this dead?
One of the maids hissed as they ran back into the house to grab what was asked of them. Do you think... that's the same voice you were doing.
Do you think he can come back to kill him? Do you think he came back to kill him?
Don't be silly. He's dead. The dead can't come back.
The other maid, who had a very deep voice, hissed before they rushed into the house.
The other very masculine cat maid.
The courtyard. Shut up. Shut up, Manny. I can make mistakes sometimes.
No, you're a pre-poster reviewer.
This is true.
You can't make mistakes.
You're
banned.
If I make mistakes, then I'm no better than these people, and I can't have that.
You become the monster.
They rushed around, covering the body and placing the body into the ground. What would they do? Without the master there was no reason for them to hang around. As this was
time to start looting his stuff.
I guess it's time to go get another job. Without a master there, As this was happening, the butler slipped into the back, feeling his way around the wall as he was getting used to his blindness. Soon.
Wait, he wasn't used to it?
Yeah.
I thought his other senses were so strong.
I thought he was able to just beat a man to death. Soon the blind man finally finds his way to the alleyway next to the mansion and collapses. His body felt weighted and unmovable. the further he went from the house, and his mind was ablaze with his temporary madness brought upon by his anger. He then tries to stand, but he couldn't, and he could hear footsteps coming towards him.
I thought I heard you scream.
A kindly old voice spoke as the head butler looked at Lois. He already had dismissed all of the other servants, since there was no need for them to be around in the masterless house.
Come on, let's clean you up.
He spoke and helped the male up. In response, Lois twitches as his mind slowly came into focus amongst the fading rain.
Dun, 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 dun.
As he registered the man's voice.
Brutus? Of course.
The head butler spoke kindly.
Now come this way.
Walk this way.
Well, this is worse. This is weirder than the time you came back from the dead and killed our master.
Shut up. Now come.
Wait, crap.
He told Lois as he helped the young man to stand.
Your father was a good friend of mine.
His
I said
name,
I'd always look out for you.
his
I'm
name
sorry,
was
Lois, that I failed you.
his name was Cleveland Brown.
Yeah. His name was Cleveland Brown, and I was trying to stay.
Stop!
Also,
Stop!
I
I'll
like
get
how-
copyright claimed.
I like how Brutus just
Just accepts that this
was
guy's a
absent
corpse.
the whole time he was getting beat up and killed.
I'm glad that this Brutus is just okay with this guy being a corpse.
It's okay with no eyes and bone hands.
It's still you, by the way.
Oh, sorry. But let me help you now.
The man looks down as his mind suppresses the murder. His mind suppressed the murder as his anger faded away. Lois nods, using the elder man to stand.
What happened? What? Do you remember?
Brutus asked as he guided the boy back to the front of the house, wondering whether to inform the boy or not.
I don't recall.
Lois pauses before
Anything.
stuttering out.
Oh, sorry.
Before stuttering out.
Anything.
The older man nodded and looked at Lois.
The master hasn't gone away for a bit.
He lies to him in a soft tone.
We don't know when he'll come back. Master Rose never said.
The old man pauses and then says,
But it's our job to look after the master's home. Yes, sir. I'll remain here as long as I need to be.
Lois smiles as they enter the house and close the door. For a butler's job is to serve his master, even when it means for an eternity. That was awful.
Man, Arthur Miller really went downhill.
I just found a reference sheet for the character. Oh God, never mind. I don't want to look at that anymore. You want to read this little author's note?
He's anime.
You want to read this little author's note?
Sure. Author's note. I finally got around to this. Now, it's still a work in progress, so expect major changes in the future. But enjoy Gentleman's backstory as it is. Also, a shout out to Thiefy Souls for helping me out with the plot and such. Much appreciated.
Yeah, well, they
Okay,
really
dude,
helped you out, I
I
see.
hope you're not done updating this.
I mean, 2016, I don't know how much more they could edit it.
Yeah,
Gentlemen, all characters in the story copyright me. Preview image copyright some cunt.
oh, I didn't even see that, my bad.
These characters aren't copyrighted by you, by the way. You have to pay for that.
Yeah, I can use these. In fact, I will not.
So, looking at these comments, wow, that was the best second story ever. Oh no, there's more.
Oh God.
Poor kid.
Oh,
This was
poor Lois.
written. Poor kid. This was written beautifully. I hope Lois finds happiness, even if it's rare in a creepypasta. Aw, thank you. Smiley face. Another smiley face. I hope you both get it. Never mind.
Man, Arthur Miller really went ill.
As always, you did a really great thing. Great job. I loved it. Gentleman
As always.
is very well developed, like all your OCs. Plus, I think he's kind of adorable. Please stop sucking the author's dick, please.
Yes, please, please. Oh,
What?
look what's in the recommended literature.
What's in it? Is it the
Hobo
sequel?
Heart.
No. I don't. That's not coming up for me, and I'm so glad. Oh, I'm not reading Hobo Heart on this fucking channel.
Well, someone's already read it, so it'd be kind of lame. I mean, we already steal all their jokes, so it'd be kind
Yeah.
of lame. We just steal
Yeah.
their stories too.
I mean, someone already reviewed Burner, but that didn't stop you from
Yeah.
suggesting it, did it?
No, well, to be fair, it was like that happened like years ago when it was in a top 10
Yeah.
by this small channel no one knows about.
Yeah, this small, obscure channel. I
Yeah.
don't think anyone's ever heard of Hoodoo Hoodlum's Revenge, you know?
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
so. Either.
I think they have like 12 subscribers. That's last
Yeah.
time I checked.
I think like their most viewed video has like 200 views.
It's less than mine, to be honest.
I think he like talks about Silent Hill a lot. I'm not sure.
He might be Swedish. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
For some reason, I keep thinking of Dennis the Menace when I think of him. I don't know why.
so this was a fucking lineup today. I didn't realize it was going to be this bad. Okay, so under the assumption that all of these stories are real and that they aren't jokes, rank them, please.
Oh God. I mean, they all suck.
They do.
Assuming none of these are real, or they're all real. I mean,
Yeah.
the worst one. It has to be Poison Gabby because
Yeah.
that one had the line. She was going to say souls in a serious creepypasta.
She was gonna say human souls when
Yeah.
when her mom asked her what for dinner. I don't know. So you
And
say
then it was
Poison
over.
Gabby.
This one's also really bad.
How is apparently according to you, how is the one where the dude is like constantly jerking it to Pokemon the least bad of
That's the
this?
thing though, they all suck. I can't. It's hard to rank these.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a ranking. Okay. So
I think Death of the Butler was probably the best one.
somehow
In the sense of, like,
like from an objective standpoint, I suppose.
yeah, at least it's the objectively best. The
I-
other two were so bad, I thought they were jokes. They might not be.
Yeah, but this story was just boring. This is
Yeah,
exhausting.
this one, if we're talking about like a boring scale, I think this one's the worst.
This is the worst. Little Red Rabbit is the fucking best if we're going by least boring.
Yeah, because it was so fun.
So fucking funny. It's kind of hard to rank any of these in terms of how fucking bad they were. It
I
wasn't.
don't want to say Little Red Rabbit's the best one
Yeah.
because it's a dude just
I don't want to say
obviously
any of these.
floppity.
I don't want to say any of these are the best one for real.
Yeah, they
Like-
all suck.
Yeah, like Death of the Butler. It's a generic fucking sad boy creepypasta backstory that
100% plates during World War II.
for
some
no
reason.
fucking reason
That
it,
never came back.
it isn't mentioned until halfway through the story, and then it's dropped immediately.
Yeah, Vladimir Rose's best friend, Winston Churchill.
But so yeah, Death of the Butler. It's just a generic sad boy creepypasta backstory that has nothing happen, doesn't make any sense, and is also really fucking tedious to get through. Poison Gabby seems like something that would be more fitting on Wattpad, and if fucking One Direction showed up at the end, I wouldn't have been surprised. And
It
little
has to be.
and Little Red Rabbit reads like something Chris Chan would write in prison. It's just
Oh, I love Wapani.
oh, I really want to just nut on a bunny rabbit. It's just every single one is so bad in their own unique way.
Fucking Chris Chan's second OC,
Yeah.
Amy Benary.
A Mary or whatever the
Hey
fuck.
Mary.
But yeah, this was probably the worst lineup that I've selected so far, which is fucking saying something.
I mean, we had It's Just Evolution
Yeah,
in a lineup.
yeah, we had a fucking like weird Nazi fetish story in our lineup, and these three were somehow more uncomfortable than all of them. Than that. But yeah, I don't think any of these are worse than Burner, so that's still the lowest point of the channel so far. But
We're gonna get there one day.
okay, you gave your ranking. I'm gonna give my ranking. I think Poison Gabby might be the best. Now hear me out. It's because it's mercifully short compared to the other ones.
Because it at least doesn't have someone jerking it to Wapani.
Yeah, or jerking it to like a fucking cat maid.
Yeah.
Second best is I guess Death of a Butler, because at least I didn't feel my skin crawl with every new line. I didn't feel like I was reading the ramblings of someone that really, really likes My Little Pony. And the worst, I guess, is Little Red Rabbit by default, because, you know. My spicy pizza.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Spicy rabbit.
Yeah, spicy Little Rabbit. I hate everything. But I guess eventually we're gonna have to read all of these fucking links that were under the fucking My Little Rabbit story, aren't we?
Uh-huh. The My Little Rabbit saga.
Yeah. The saga of whoever the fuck this dweeb is.
But we'll have to do it after two other things get done first.
Oh yeah. We gotta read we gotta finish Hunting Dogs and then Thomas the Tank Engine in Fallout
Yes.
or whatever.
We're doing Sodor Fallout.
Soon. Not yet though.
I gotta make sure I get my mic working.
Yeah. You gotta have highest
That's gonna be
quality.
the Bioman cinematic feature.
These stories were awful, but at least they're not Curse of the Dinosaurs. I haven't watched those streams, but that does not fill me with any confidence that I do want to watch them.
Oh, no.
At least this wasn't Hunting Dogs. I'll give them that. At least... Okay.
At least this wasn't Plague Dogs, because I wasn't in a bad mood today.
Yeah, I mean...
And Plague Dogs would make me cry.
I guess if I had to give any credit to any of these, I didn't...
It didn't make me cry.
Yeah, it didn't make me cry of anger.
We got close, but I...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried during fucking Little Red Rabbit, because I just... I wanted it to stop so bad. Alright, I think that's enough for tonight, guys.
That's enough degeneracy.
Yeah. Join us eventually for when we read. Join us this week when I probably post at least one new episode of Bomb of the Bin. And hopefully, between then and the next episode, we will have The Rake versus Everyone posted.
Yay.
Which I am beyond excited about. So, I suppose I'll see you all next time. No walls were assaulted, indeed. Alright. See you guys.